Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by giving praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rachah Kodash.
All praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rachah Kodash.
And before I get started, last week I started off the church with Leviticus 5 and 21. But when I went to my King James, I couldn't find it. So this is Leviticus 5, and it has 21 in there too. So just so you can see it, and then show you how in King James it's Leviticus 5 and it ends at 19. See right there? So I just wanted to make that little quick correction because it caught me off guard, but I didn't let it slow me down. So I just went through it. I don't want people to think, anyone to think that I'm just saying stuff. We're not saying stuff. So we're going to be talking about, well, first of all, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Lord's chosen people, which we're Hebrew Israelites, and we're out here telling you guys about that. And our power is Yahweh, which means He exists, and His Son's name is Yahweh Shai, which means He delivers. And there is no J in the Hebrew, and His name is not Jesus, and He's not white. He's a dark-skinned man from the tribe of Judah, which will make him a Negro. And I'm your brother Fawad from the tribe of Issachar, and this is
I'm the brother Amawan.
he's also from the tribe of Issachar. So we're going to talk about how the foundations are off, the foundations of the earth are off. And that was a good example of how we started off, because this is a foundation. And that other Bible had a different, more scriptures added to it. So the foundations were off. Take it away, brother.
Yeah. So we're talking about the foundations of the earth, and what that means is that in the beginning, the Most High, He set up a foundation. He set up an establishment. He set up a way of life, a way to live. And the wicked, they're the ones who try to go against the Most High's establishment.
You know what?
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
From the Greeks. The Greeks didn't occupy like the Medes and the Persians or Babylon. They installed culture.
Dang, that's
okay?
right.
Entertainment, philosophy.
Bread and circus, right?
Yeah, well, it's a circus because they're not asking questions to get answers. They're asking questions to get more questions.
That's like these people have these committees and these meetings, and they want to have inter-business collaboration, but all they do is fuck each other up.
Well, all they do is yak, talk.
No action.
They don't want to resolve anything because they get something resolved and they don't need them. So it's always, new living committee that they investigate more nonsense. You need answers, man.
I got the answers right here. We got the
That's
answers right
right.
here.
But see, that's the thing right there. People want answers. Well, I got a resource. But you have to take it as it is. Inspired word of God, case closed, end of story. You want to start questioning? You want to start decoding? You want to start analyzing? Higher criticism? You'll spend the rest of your life trying to determine what's spiritual, what's historical, what's cultural. And your time will be up and you won't know a darn thing anyway.
Those foundations are off. That's a foundation that's off.
What's your test? Anything that's for me, I need an acid test. Something that, if it passes this, it's gold.
Hey, right here. This is gold.
That's right. Try it in a fire.
Hey, yeah, we're all being
Try it in a
tried.
fire. That's the character of Christ.
That's the
Trials
character
of
of
life.
Mashiach, yep.
Never heard one complaint.
That word for tried is faith.
Yeah, it did. He's crazy. Great God, I'm not going to make it. He's 3 times. I'm not going to make it. Son, by faith and faith alone, just like everybody else, that I am God and God alone. Because you lay your life down and by faith you pick it back up on the other side of that grave. By faith.
You gotta
Like,
give something up.
You got to have the same thing I have. When Superman comes along, he flies off, whoa, come on, let's go. I can't fly. So he can't be my example. So Christ covered the same ground that Adam and Eve fell. The Jews in the wilderness fell. But
Hey,
they got
that's
the
the
victory.
spirit, man. That's
Out in the 40 days again. Imagine that 40 days. Not, more
no
food
nothing,
than eat. Why?
nothing to eat.
He knew that stomach and appetite that was the monster. He needs to conquer right away.
And then the
40
fucking devil
days.
came
I
along.
mean, Lucifer is so stupid. We play Bible trivia for all the Bibles. What? And the Word was made flesh. You are for Bible trivia with the Word himself for all the marbles. Are you sure? You don't think you're supposed to have took a photo of that stuff, man? And lost. Second, you can't deceive somebody that's not out to get him. I'll give you all the cities. Those are mine anyway.
Can you look for that scripture about Mount Melchizedek? we have a high priest that knows what we went through.
Yes.
That's true what
Hebrews
that brother
4.
was saying about the
Hebrews
devil.
4,
He's trying
brother.
to play Bible trivia because
Yeah.
Hebrews 4.
And Hebrews 4.
Yes, sir. We have
he
such a
was
high
saying, I'll
priest.
give you all the world, but it's
But
ours
you know what?
anyway.
You ever see Monday Night Football? When they get to Detroit, they're way up in the air at night. You see the green lights in it? They don't look so bad. Go back in the daytime. See, that's what Lucifer does. He shows them the sparkle. Shows them when he says the cosmos, that translates from the Greek, a bouquet of pretty flowers. He presents the world as a bouquet of pretty flowers.
Cosmos also means an apt and harmonious government, which is just the Israelites. And the order goes from Yahweh the Father, Yahweh Shai the Son, and then the Israelites.
Yeah, but see, anything God does, Satan tries to duplicate it. Christ came out the water.
And
This is my
that's
son,
it
whom I
right
well
there.
pleased. Go to Revelation 13, and the beast comes straight up out the water.
That beast is the
And
Romans.
Satan
Yeah,
says
it's right
to
here.
him, that's my son, and I'm well pleased
Look at
too.
that building over there. That's
Yeah.
that's Roman. That's the beast
That's
coming
Roman
out.
Greco.
That's the beast coming out right there. And
That's
that,
like the Parthenon. You
Yeah.
see the part? It's a box.
all right. Since you brought it up in my spirit to get the scripture, well, I got the scripture. This is Hebrews 4 and 14. Seeing then that we have a great high priest, that's Yahweh Shai, that is passed into the heavens, Yahweh Shai, the son of Yahweh, let us hold fast our profession. So we're out here.
The whole fast I profess
Yeah.
because God himself said, I want to walk in their moccasins to see what it's like to be them for myself. See, we don't get in other people's skin, and that's why we don't know what they're dealing with.
We ain't got no.
God himself, who already knows everything, says, yeah, but I don't know exactly everything until I come down here like the Good Samaritan and take on the sinful flesh as the new veil between the holy and the most
That's the
holy,
next one.
and walk the walk. Conquer appetite for myself.
Yeah,
I'm
see-
going to what he said. That's it.
There she goes. You gotta get.
Hello,
You gotta
somebody.
get the keys. You gotta
Yeah,
get the keys.
he said, I got the keys to heaven and hell.
Yep.
And the grave too. And I'll bury all three of them. Let us pray the Lord in the front of me. And I will teach them something they want. Tomorrow is the day.
Right now, yeah.
God has put on your heartstrings. Don't ignore like you did in the wilderness and thousands.
So our master, he went through a lot of tribulation and trials and humiliations at the hands of Romans,
Just like us.
just like. Hey, he said he didn't have a home.
No.
He said, I don't have a
I
home.
don't sleep on the top of my doors.
That's what
I
I
don't
want
need
to
no
do.
stuff. The stuff is a trap and a trick. Hey, rich young ruler. I can't do that right now, God, because my things are more important than you are. Oh, my stuff.
See, but on that hand, the Lord, he will give you whatever you need.
When you need it.
When
and that's
you
what
need
faith is. Leaning independent. Not talking about tomorrow's bread. Every day I daily bread. What I need today. Bless me with that. And
Also,
tomorrow,
he had his prophets in the high places in the Roman society.
yeah, but he also had to work.
Yep.
All of that. They need to work. But the first thing got to come back to him. You know,
Yeah.
they didn't know the state of the dead.
Yeah,
They
so-
saw that person was the spirit hovered above the body for 3 days.
That's a
That's
good
why he
one.
went on the fourth one. He said, yeah, I know he's dead. He said, claimed to the disciples, Lazarus is dead. But guess what? Just like a type of resurrection morning, we gotta go wake him up. But then the Jews ain't gonna have nothing to say to them. Wait to that fourth day, they can go to the spirit, no the spirit. According to your superstition, because they've been studying with the Greeks.
Yeah, that's what caused the coercion of the Jews.
Hellenistic dualism.
Hellenistic
Body and
dualism,
soul.
there you go.
Hellenistic dualism. Body
Hey,
and soul being
and that's why we're in this society right here in America. This is Hellenized
Yeah.
This is Hellenized like a
You can't
motherfucker.
watch a cartoon and then get that nigga the ghost comes out. You know.
Always talking shit about us, right?
I'm trying to condition our brains, man.
Yes.
Hulu, I'm here to suck your brain out. Well, how clean can you get, man? The devil ain't even hiding it. Suck your brain out, that's it. Like,
Now they have some good shows, like this show called The Hot Zone. It's about contracting the highly contagious viruses like Ebola and shit like that,
Yeah.
which the government uses as a weapon.
I know. The thing is,
What
you
about
gotta know
smallpox?
what you're watching.
Yeah.
Because the brain is not a rock, it's a sponge. And all the stuff is commercials with little programming. in it.
Some people's brain are rocks, like these people that don't have hypothalamus glands. They're mostly Caucasian.
Like,
Yeah.
it said, fried like glass couldn't cut. Some people's heart is hard. But
Yeah.
they're hard.
Hey, So I'm gonna get to it again. Hebrews 4:15. For we have not a high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as
Just
we
like
are,
that. He had temptation of every
yet
time.
without sin.
But got the victory.
Without sin.
In our sinful flesh. And on earth.
Now the good thing about that is he did it perfectly. He knows we can't do it perfectly.
I know, but it can be done. He told Mary,
Yeah.
go and sin no more.
Mhm.
No, if I can't go and sin no more, why would you say that?
But it's so hard in this society. You know why it's so hard in this society? Because all these laws are meant to hurt the Bible followers.
And
Hurt
back there, it was the church. And he said, you guys like a den of snakes. You
Yeah, that's the den
foreclosing-
of snakes right there in the corner.
Foreclosing on widows and orphans. I read that one time. Wait a minute, I've been reading this forever. After I begged that thing in the real estate debacle, the chief priest, they were doing the same thing to you. Foreclosing on widows and orphans. Are you serious?
That's scandalous.
Wow.
Well, it's all about money to them.
Yeah, and nothing's changed. That's the thing. Something that's 2,000 years, just that, from Jesus' day, is relevant today. Greed, anger, hypocrites, church with big hats and all kind of other nonsense. They so busy playing church, they don't even
Well,
know.
we're the real church right here because we're
That's
giving
right.
everybody the truth. Free.
Lively stones cut and fit together with Jesus Christ as the cornerstone. The
Yeah.
ones that the builders rejected. Hello, somebody. They rejected.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Pontius Pilate don't even want no trouble. So he washed his hands.
Peace, man. Shalom. That was another visit from angel. And he knew what scripture I was looking for. Hey, the scripture says, be prepared to entertain strangers. But let's go back to the lesson. You want me to get scripture? We were talking about the foundations of the heavens and the earth. All the foundations are off. You see, that man right there. He should be dressed in robes, silk.
That man right there, he knows the foundation. He knows the words of the Bible.
That's what we call him. We nickname him that from our hearts, from in our hearts right here. We call him Eli, like the book of Eli. He's Eli. That's Eli.
So we're just listening to what he said because he had a lot of words that were coming out, that he knows about the scriptures.
And part of communication is listening. So if I were to be like, hey, no, you gotta stop, no, you gotta listen, and then you gotta make your points. Because if you can't chip at a big rock and break it in one swing, you gotta do it little by little. Boom, boom, boom. So he knows the scriptures. We just gotta give him the right name, and we gave him the right name, but it's too hard for him. Even though he knows the scriptures, he doesn't know them the right way.
His spirit's not fully into this, but
He can be. Hey, he's playing his role.
still a believer.
He's playing his role. He might be, if he doesn't take the chip, good. See you in the kingdom. See you in the kingdom. But, you can also get rewards for working. Because when you work, you get paid. Man, I am grateful for everything I got. For the knowledge that I've been receiving from the apostles. Apostle Tahar, Apostle Ramlab, Apostle Gawar, Apostle Rakah, and all the elders and especially the ancient days brothers in Espanol. They're hooking up the people in Spanish.
You got a lot of information.
It's really too much.
They get you full.
And I'm trying to learn.
It's like a buffet here.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn Italian and Filipino so I can make little short videos. But I get too caught up into the culture. Because you got to know the culture also if you want to. Even though the scriptures will help me, you know, you got to make points. Like right now, it's hot, and the foundations of Earth are all messed up because it was raining a couple of days ago. It was raining a couple of weeks ago. Huh? Raining and it's cold, and we're in June. Oh, and by the way, Camp Cosmos has been here for a year. Not to say we're not celebrating it. We just let you know. Lord willing, we stay out here till He comes out. He comes back through the cracks of the heavens and the chariots. We see those chariots and we get beamed up. Till then, even if we're like 120. Hey, whatever, man. You said do the work. You didn't say how long it would take. Let me read scripture for you.
Psalm 82. Because in the beginning, the Most High, he set it up. He set up a way of life, you know, and the wicked, they're the ones who go against it, against what the Most High set up.
82 and what?
82 and 1. Just started right there and stopped at 5.
It says God, but I'm gonna say this is a Psalm 50. You said 58?
82.
Oh, 82.
Psalm 82
Why I said, I'm gonna tell you why I said 50. Because in Roman numerals, I'm trying to understand. Look, I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna show the brother first. I said 50, but then plus 30 and 2 makes 80. Right, that's where we're at. So that's why I did it. I'm just showing you. I'm not stupid, all right? You see, LXXXX2. You gotta be smart. This Bible, that's what I'm saying. Is sometimes it gets to be too much. You're going in between different languages, different.
Because they look the same. The characters look the same.
Yeah, but here it is. Psalm 82 and 1. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among the gods. So we can get Exodus 15 and 3, because Yahweh is a man of war. The Israelites are a man of war. Doesn't the scripture say, ye are gods? That's our power. Oh, and then we're gonna have to watch this movie that Apostle Tahar will be watching. Yeah. That the way he was describing it, I love that, man. I think about that shit all the time. I think about how I would fuck this place up. I think about, man, I just gotta keep in the scriptures. I gotta keep in the truth, and then Yahweh Shai is gonna give me some powers. I'm gonna pick up the car and spread it apart, just break it in half with my hands, and fucking throw them at Edomite babies. I'm gonna go like this, boom, pop their heads off.
Because that word, it said it has God, and then it has that He judges among the gods.
And
so, but He's the ultimate, because God means the powers.
Yeah.
But He's the ultimate power.
So it was in all capitals. So that was Yahweh. And then the gods is lowercase, which means lesser gods. So here you have a society that believes in lesser gods, erects temples to lesser gods, praise lesser gods.
Those lesser gods, they what do you call them? They answer to
Yahweh.
Yeah, answer to Yahweh.
Oh, they actually answer to Yahweh Shai. Because Yahweh, his office is closed. Okay.
Yeah. That's right.
Hey, man. Yahweh can wake that brother up at any point in time. Yahweh Shai can wake him up at any point in time. It's not our job to wake him up. It's our job. When people say stuff, we just say, hey, this is the right way to do it. And the Lord has been putting me through trainings for work to help me communicate better with these people. Because we're not in the time of yelling anymore. We're in the time of, you can't get it, beat it. We're rounding up the stragglers. The doors are closing. Man, I'm gonna read that one again. That's a good one. Yahweh standeth in the congregation of the mighty. King David was mighty. He judgeth among the gods. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Selah. Man. How long will you judge unjustly? Hey, and Esau, he's the lesser god. And Satan's a lesser god. And his blessing is a sword, that's his power. And it's evident that his power is working for him. You can see that he's taking over the world, like it says in Job 9:24. He didn't take over it. He didn't snatch it up. The fool thinks he did. He was handed it over. And I was like, here, little guy, take your little time. Because after a while, your ass is gonna destroy. Verse 3, defend the poor and fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and needy. Is that Esau? No. That's talking to us. This is the justice we're doing. And that man was needy. That man was needy. Figuratively and literally, he was needy. But he can't receive it because he's an old wineskin. Can't put new wine in the old wineskin. They have to go together.
Yep, because this is a song that they're singing. So they're praying, they're praying that the wicked, that they receive justice,
Yeah. Hey.
And that the needy, I mean, Salakia.
We are needy.
The wicked, they receive judgment,
They're going to.
But the needy, they receive justice.
Yep, the needy receive justice. Because it says defend the poor and fatherless. That's basically talking about us. Because we lost our heritage.
Because the needy are the ones who need justice.
Man, and I'm poor as fuck too. I know you need some money. Hey, we're poor, man. Even though that brother was definitively poor, like below the poverty line, we're poor too. Just because we got little things like cars, and a roof over our head, which we are supremely grateful for, man. Because look at verse 4: deliver the poor and needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked. And all we do is suffer at the hands of the wicked. So Yahweh's got to deliver us. I'm waiting for Yahweh Shai to come back. That's what I'm waiting for. Hey, if you're not waiting on Yahweh Shai, the scripture says, if you're not with me, you're against me. And this is verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Keep going.
Because right there it said, they know not, neither will they understand. So the wicked, they're not going to understand these scriptures. So they're going against the scriptures. And let me get the definition, because it said all the foundations of the earth are out of course. So we're going to look up the definition for foundation and the etymology and the root word.
Man, this is a good Psalms. Psalms is a good book to go into, especially if you're feeling depressed or sad. I go into the book of Psalms when I'm depressed or sad, because I do get depressed, man. Cause shit happens at work. We know that all man's goings are of Yahweh, Bashem Shai. So we're catching hell like sons, like it says in Hebrews 12. And even though that man knew the scriptures, he even knew the scripture I was looking for, still considered the wicked. Because he doesn't know the name.
Our brother's not here every Friday with us, you know,
Hey,
on this side, you know.
he just basically comes by, but that's okay. You know what?
You know, if it was in the spirit, he'd be like, I want to be with you brothers, you know, speaking the word. Or
But hey, when a man's ready to die, that's all you could do. And really, this is for strong men. I mean, he might feel like he's weak. And don't for one second think that any man of the Lord, regardless of what they look like, is weak. Yahweh could put the spirit on them of Samson on them and then rip your ass to shreds.
I think there was a scripture that said, a quiet spirit overcometh or something.
Hey, that's nice when people wear dark sunglasses and try to stare at you. Well, let me get the scripture before you get this. Verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
That's what you were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah.
I thought about that too in my head. Because right there it said, we are God, right?
Yeah. You gotta believe that. Even though you're in this fucked up condition. So how do you stay humble when you believe you're a God?
We're talking about what powers, you know, and how do you get power, you know, through the scriptures.
Yeah, through the scriptures. So we have to have the keys, like you said many before. To him will be given the keys to unlock heaven and earth. And that doesn't, the scripture doesn't give you the right to go walking around and telling people that you're superior. You ought to know in your soul you're superior. When people look at you, when you look at them, you know that you're superior. But you also know that you have to catch hell. That's the balance.
Like our boss, even though he's superior over us in the flesh, we're superior over him in the spirit.
You can't be, when he's giving you direction or orders, look, motherfucker, I'm a God. He's going to fire your ass, and then it's going to be hard for you. Because, well, you got the definition. Want me to read the scripture again? The first scripture?
Yeah,
Okay, this is Psalm 82 and 1. Yahweh standeth in the congregation of the mighty, he judgeth among the God. Is it verse 2? I'll read verse 5 again. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Right, so said the foundations are out of course. So the foundation is when you go into the definition, it says establish, lay foundation. It says begin, or to ordain. Okay. Now that foundation, that's the blueprint that the Most High set up, you know, because like an example, like before you build a house, you have to have a blueprint paper before you build that house, right? So you have to build it according to the measurements, or
It's going to be off.
yep, according to the house is built. But the blueprint that the Most High has set up, the wicked has gone against it. They set up a different blueprint. Okay, they gave you a license to sin. So now, when they're doing that blueprint, you know the house is built different.
You're building a house of sin,
Yeah.
a house for Satan. And since you know, we got to build a house for Yahweh Shem Shai. Did you see that?
Oh shit.
As we were saying that,
That's so funny.
That fucking church the steeple thing just collapsed on it. You had the weather vane on it, that shit just
Yeah.
broke and collapsed.
Call halal and la ilaha.
Call halal. Y'all about to me outside. I hope that piece of shit church over there falls down.
That foundation. That foundation's not fucking set up right.
Hey,
Like I was just talking about how the building was set up, how you got to build it up. But look, that shit's falling apart.
because that's house is built on sin, like we were saying.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not. The whole country is not lined up with camps. This is what's up. I know tonight people are gonna go out drinking and get fucked up and waste their money on alcohol, which alcohol dries up your fucking body. It
Yep.
fucking kills you from the inside out.
Yep.
And you
Gives
want to
you a
get fucked
headache
up.
and gives
You
you
want
a
to get all
headache.
fucked up. Oh, hey, look at this fat bitch. I think she's hot today. And then you wake up and regret it. And when you're intoxicated off of alcohol, the demons control you.
Yep.
You don't have any fucking say in that shit.
You have lesser control of your pineal gland. You know.
Man. Hey, that's why the scripture says we are gods. And that scripture says the foundations are also, yeah, we're gods, and look at how off this foundations of the world is. We should be ruling, and we're not. We're being ruled over. So that better humble your ass. If you're thinking, oh man, I'm a god. These brothers said I'm a god.
Shoot, they don't believe they could be gods. You know.
Yeah, you motherfuckers.
So
don't.
if you don't believe it, you're never gonna be one.
So that's why I'm always in a bad mood. Because I'm always constantly thinking about it. I'm like, man, I'm superior to all these motherfuckers. And they're making me go through hell. And I just put my smile on and then keep on working, dude. I'm going to get off at 5 and I'm going to fucking get about it. Because I built all that stuff up and I use it at the church right here, at the fellowship. And we're breaking down the foundations so that we can rebuild the real foundation.
We just got a little piece of it right now.
But you guys want to fucking look, whatever fucking demons you're dealing with, come to the church, exercise them, and it'll be all better, man. Because you can't be a superior Israelite if you're doing inferior things.
Like the brother was saying, this is what earlier he was saying. You ask a question and you get a question back, but right here you get all the answers.
I don't ever have no